Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy YBP Gang, YBP Nation, YBP Boxing, YBP MMA. Coming back with another comeback video. I'm gonna try to be more active lately. Just try to get on my stuff. At least drop, twice a week. Not twice a week. At least 5 times a week. That would be good. Good consistent schedule. Put out the vids that the people want to see. And man, I finally got some motivation to put out a video for real, because my boy Haney's fighting. To be quite honest with you, I never really was a crazy big Haney fan, especially starting out. I remember watching the Linares fight back. When was that? That was was that 2021? I saw him get rocked. I was like, yo, let's go, Well, over the years, especially contrasting him with a guy like Shakur, I love the way he boxes. I love the way he's putting the shots together. I love the way he's willing to get into a fight, especially watching. I did a live watch party for the Shakur fight when he went up against Edward De Los Santos, and it's just terrible to watch, man. Terrible to watch a guy with so much talent not put it to use. They want to sit on the back foot. They want to, run practically the whole fight, play, a lot of defense, play hit, not get hit, but then don't fire back shots when they have the ability to do so. It's not like Shakur can't punch. So it's really refreshing seeing the guy like Haney go out there. He's using his abilities. He's willing to go into the fire. And I've grown to have more of a better understanding, more of an appreciation for what Haney's doing out there. Even though he did get rocked in that fight, that's what's going to happen sometimes when, you're putting yourself in the fire. You're trying to make a fight for the fans. You're trying to be exciting. So that's why, the Loma fight was amazing. I just rewatched that fight, maybe 30 minutes ago. Scored that fight 8-4 upon rewatch. I'm not even gonna lie, the day it happened, I scored a draw. I was kind of it could go either way. I wouldn't even be mad if they gave it to Loma. I wouldn't even be mad if they gave it, either way worked with me. They went with Haney. A lot of backlash online. A lot of, stuff going people saying, oh, it's a big robbery. This is bad for the sport. I have a lot of thoughts on that fight. I really wish I would have made a video, because we're here to talk about Regis, and I could talk about that fight all day. But long story short, I just rewatched the fight. Loma Haney. That fight in particular, I thought, really good body work from Haney. Really good activity. I think the story of that fight was really just, Loma just not being active. He'd have moments in the fight, very flashy, very fast, very quick with a lot of his motions, stuff that made the crowd go, ooh, ah, a lot of what Haney was doing, body shots wasn't as aesthetically pleasing. But when you're watching it, when you're paying attention, you could clearly see the work that he's doing. You can see how active he is. You can kind of cloud out, okay, Loma had this little moment, but look at the entirety, the totality of rounds. And that's how I kind of came to my score of 8-4. I'm definitely willing to, compromise on it if you want to say 7-5, but completely giving the fight to Loma, I found it harder to, now upon rewatch, find it hard to give, multiple rounds. Even giving the fight to Loma seems kind of hard. But yeah, I think now we're going into the Regis fight here this weekend. And I think, Devin could do a lot of the same stuff that he was doing in the Loma fight. It just really goes to show how I think this is almost like a step down, almost coming from. Obviously, Regis has his own capabilities, what he's able to do. He's a big puncher, but he's not. He doesn't move like Loma. He's actually pretty slow, honestly. Pretty flat-footed with a lot of stuff that he does. Nothing that we haven't seen before. I think Devin Haney's gonna go out there, really punish the guy, work the body shots, use his speed, athleticism, just keep the pace on him. Keep going at it round after round after round. I think we could see a knockout. Honestly, I've heard that narrative come out. People saying, maybe this could be Haney's big knockout on the big stage against elite comp. I could see it. If Regis is coming in, doing the stuff that he says he's gonna do. Come in and make it a big fight, swing wildly. Haney makes guys punish. He punishes guys who do stuff like that, and he's willing to go into the fire. He's willing to eat a shot, to give a shot. I think this is the time that he can really excel and really make a stamp, make a statement in this big fight. There's people out there. Sabrina Matias is making statements. There's guys like Teofimo Lopez made a big statement against Josh Taylor. We have Rolly Romero's, kind of make a clown out of himself with the Ishmael Barroso fight. But another big name in the division, Ryan Garcia, just went out there, knocked out Oscar Duarte in a fight that I wasn't too impressed by, to be honest. It's kind of, even though he did get the knockout, like it looked kind of shaky. He looked like the same Ryan Garcia that would still get knocked out by Tank Davis at any weight class. So I wasn't too impressed with that. But there's a lot of guys out here making statements, staying active. 140 is it's a big pool of elite fighters, big names, and big fights in the future. We've heard the Haney allude to that. He says he wants to he's less worried about the undisputed route, so I don't think we're gonna see a Sabrina Matias fight, but fights like T.O., we've seen that rivalry. We've seen the face-off, T.O.'s dad and Devin Haney, Bill Haney and T.O.'s dad going back and forth. Haney, promising that fight. Obviously, T.O., Cambosos, that fight happened, so that kind of scrapped it. That's a really big fight to happen in the future, but the first step to make, Ryan Garcia, the first step to making that those fights happen is this Regis fight. And I think, honestly, I know the odds are close. I think Haney is minus 400. Regis is plus 300. I think this is the perfect fight for Haney. It's definitely not an easy fight, for sure. You got to respect Haney. He's has one of the better resumes between 135 and 140. I think Tank holds the best resume. It's up for debate, though. But Haney is definitely up there. He's taking the tough fights. He's not holding back, for sure. So I think the speed, I think the athleticism, I think the pace that he puts on these guys, the body work, the pure boxing. I think he's gonna take Regis to school. I don't think Regis is just on that level technically. He's just not the box. He can't hang with him just technically boxing. He can't hang with him athletically, honestly. He's not as fast. All he's really hoping on is a shot, the power. And he could catch Haney with that. I'm not opposed to a reality where Haney gets knocked down maybe in one portion of the round and then just goes back to dominating, so. But all in all, I think Haney, it could be a body shot KO. It could be, overwhelming. I just think that the confidence that Haney's brewing, not to mention it's in the Bay Area, guys. We're in California. We're in Haney's home. This is like a homecoming, coming home for the biggest, a lot of people think is his toughest fight of his career. It's got to be one of the toughest opposition that he's had. But to me, he was able to do what he was able to do against a Hall of Famer in Loma, whether to weather the storm, go out there, turn a mature performance, a fight to remember, gave a show to the fans. I think now we lock in. I think we see something similar to like the Cambosos fight. Keep the distance, stay disciplined, but punish Regis when he's overcommitting, when he's doing stuff that he shouldn't be doing, when he's disrespecting your abilities in the ring, overcommitting, acting like you can't come back and counter the stuff that he's throwing the moves, not just waiting back and fighting a safe fight. This is where we get a little undisciplined. So that's what I like to see out of Devin. Really get out of the comfort zone and maybe chase a KO. My official prediction for the fight will be Devin Haney by decision. Maybe scores a knockdown here in the fight. We saw Zorilla do it, so it's not impossible. I won't go the knockout, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. So my official prediction, Devin Haney by decision with a knockdown in there. Leave a like on the video, subscribe. Peace out, Most Squire. You know what it is.